Alright, say something funny.
He's a great host.
First time scared shitless.
Dude, I just got my mind blown by the shit you just said. I fucking performed here, dude. I was so excited. It's like, Frankie's putting me on the list and she's sending me messages now. You're getting fucking teeth in the mail from Anonymous Donors, man. I'm getting all the fucking bit. Yeah. Somebody sent me some teeth. Like, damn, that's love. I should find out who that is. It might have been me. Do those fuckers fit?
Yeah. They're custom. You actually just boil them in water and do the
Holy
impressions
fuck.
yourself. And it's like,
Yeah.
an hour later, I was eating a fucking apple.
Give her a hand. That's fucking crazy, man. Who's eating an apple? God damn it. God damn it. That's awesome. I love this shit. That was a great set. And on the topic of smoking the weeds. Yeah, I don't remember the first time I actually smoked the weeds. Well, the first time it kicked in, I was with my brother. It was before school. We were at home. Mom and Dad were at home. And we go out. He had this homemade pipe that he made in ceramics called it the armadillo. I was like, whatever, man. I made the armadillo. And I never felt this shit before. This is the 3rd or 4th time. All of a sudden, 20 minutes later, we're eating Jack's Pizza at the table before we go to school. And this is no joke. I look at him and I'm like, dude, I'm tasting tastes I've never tasted before. He's like, you're not going to school. Anyhow, I came into some money recently. No whoop. What the fuck, man? What's up with you guys? You guys all comfortable out there? Come on.
Are you single?
Yeah. I'm curious what you're asking. No, okay, never mind. You're not the guy I thought you were. Anyway, came into some money. Which is good, because my water heater just went out. I get this fucking letter, ETF, Employee Trust Funds. Turns out, I got a state retirement fund from a job I worked at the county like 3 years ago for like 7 months. You get this letter, it's like $3,300. Retirement fund. And so I do what any rational person does. I call the toll-free number and I'm like, hey, how do I get this money right fucking now? He's like, I'll send you the check. I can cut the check. Cut the check. However, you should know, if you wait until you're 65, then the employer match kicks in. And you also get all the interest that accumulates along the way. So it's probably going to be more responsible just to wait. Plus, if we take it out now, I got to take 20% off the top as a penalty to the federal government. So it's actually going to be $2,700. And I was like, did you say $2,700?
Yeah,
Cut the fucking check. My 65-year-old self can suck a dick. And he was like, okay. But you should also know that it's going to be taxable income, for this year. And so it could be between federal and state, possibly another 15% come tax season. And I was like, cut the fucking check. My January 2025 self can suck a dick. And so he cut the check. So when it comes to be like March, I'm gonna be all pissed off. So I get the check, and I do what any reasonable, responsible person does. I booked a flight to South America, a country called Uruguay. I was like, yeah, you're in this, man. And the reason I wanted to go to Uruguay is because they speak Spanish there. And I always wanted to be in a situation where I could be like in a conflict with someone and be like, Buenos dias, bitch. Right? It sounds awesome. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It just means like, good morning, bitch. It doesn't mean shit. But I mean, it's my bucket list, man. Don't judge me. $1,200 round trip ticket. I get down there, book a hostel for the first night. Hostel owner hits me up on WhatsApp. He's like, hey, your room is number 2. Make sure and shut the gate behind you when you come in because the streets are dangerous at night. The gate code is 1234.
No.
I'm like, yeah, that makes me feel real fucking safe.
I can't remember that.
No hostile robbing banditos ever gonna think to try 1234.
Ocean's 11.
And so I was like, what? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So whatever, man. I hop out of the station. I start walking to my hostel. It's nighttime in this city, and this fucking dog just cruises up on me. And I'm just like, whose fucking dog is this? It's kind of freaking me out. I'm walking. He's coming. He seems cool. And I realized, like in South American countries, there's just like street dogs. They just live on the streets. So after a while, it's like, I like this guy. He's my buddy. He walks me all the way to my hostel. I'm like, shit, what's the fucking code again? Oh yeah, 1234. So I get in, and I'm just like exhausted, man. I'm laying down, I look up at the ceiling, and there's just this kick-ass abstract art, totally black up on the ceiling, and I'm like, man, it's great to be in South America. Click off my lamp, pass out. 11:27, I wake up and I can't fucking breathe, dude. I flick on the light, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I haven't had an asthma attack in like 10 years. I look up at the ceiling, shit, that's black mold up there, dude, fuck. So I hop on Google, this is true, hop on Google. There's a 24-hour pharmacy like 6 blocks away. So now I got a decision to make. Either I go out and face the banditos on the outside world, or I stay in with the black mold. So I'm like, fuck it, man. I put on my shoes, I hop outside. Street dog meets me, and it's like, buddy, let's go. You have my back. Made me feel safe. So I get to the pharmacy, there's like one light in there. It doesn't look open at all. I knock on the door. This lady comes up, who's like, shh, opens up a little slide in the door and looks out. And I can't speak any Spanish, so I'm just like, you know? And she's like, see. She goes, brings me an inhaler. I couldn't fucking believe it. So I just like started handing her pesos until she told me to stop. And if you have asthma, you know how this goes. You're having a bad attack, it's like 2 puffs, 4 puffs, 6 puffs. And I'll tell you what, I don't know what the fuck was in that inhaler, but me and that street dog had a hell of a night. It was like taking acid that I'd taken acid, dude, no joke. I was honestly gonna bring some back to share with you guys, but it got confiscated in O'Hare, unfortunately, so. I almost caught a felony for that shit. Yeah, man, don't trust South American inhalers, man. If you can get them, you should get them. Just go to the pharmacy. But no. So I wake up the next morning, like, under a bridge. I'm like, dude, I gotta get the fuck out of this town. So I book a bus, just book a hostel in another town up the coast, little town. I get up there, get settled in. And I'm like, shit, it's a great day to be in South America. I take a walk, strolling along, and I come up through there's like these street artists set up, you know what I mean, selling necklaces and shit. Any of you guys ever been in a foreign country where you didn't speak the language? Yes, you know how this goes. You know how this goes. It's not like America where they're all polite with their little prices listed and shit. And I go up with this guy, hey, necklace is cool, what's up, man? Like, dude didn't speak much English, so he's like, it's how you say power, crystal. I'm like, shit. This is a power crystal necklace? Fuck yeah, dude, what do I owe you? You know? He says the number in Spanish, and I pull out my wallet, I got no clue. Hand him 1,000 pesos, he's like, no. He says something. Hand him another 1,000. He's like, bueno. See, puts it in his pocket, pushes me over to his buddy, buy a necklace from him, 2,000. First guy starts laughing, he's like, bro, I would have sold you that shit for 200. I was trying to tell you I didn't have change. That's 2 months of rent you just paid right there. That's a fucking board game marble in that necklace, man. I was like, shit. You spoke English this whole time? He's like, hey, peso's a peso, hombre. It's like the fuck with gringos around here. That's what they call white people, gringos, yeah. Which is actually kind of nice. I like that. But I'm fucking agitated, man. What the fuck? I have no idea how much money I just spent on this stupid ass necklace. But it's still South America. You know, so I'm on the coast. I kick off my shoes, stash them in the grass. Just take a walk along the beach, man. It's the most serene, just waves over here, sand dunes over here. And I found my Zen. And I come all the way back. And somebody stole my goddamn shoes. They're gone. They were right there. Motherfucker. Plus I forgot where my hostel was at. So I'm walking the streets like a douche with no shoes on these gravel roads back and forth. And all of a sudden I'm just fucking, all of a sudden this street dog steps in front of me and just like aggressive, like, you know, like, don't cross. And there's no shit, dude. This was a German Shepherd with no fucking tail. And if you ever see a German Shepherd with no tail that spent his whole life in the streets, that's a dog that's been through some trauma, man. You gotta proceed with caution. He's aggressive, I'm standing there, and this dude walks up from the other way and says something to me. And I have no idea what he said because I don't speak Spanish. But I really wish I would have known because it was one of two things. Either it was, hey, keep going, man, he's not gonna hurt you. Or it was, hey, don't keep going, man. He's gonna hurt you. Shit. And so I tried to like gesture with him like I did with the lady at the pharmacy. He said it and I was just like, and he just kept walking. But anyway, I'm pissed off. I'm like, fuck this street dog. I keep moving. He's nipping at my heels. I'm like, fuck it. I turn around. I'm like, Buenos dias, bitch. And he felt the energy, man. He took off. I actually chased him a couple blocks. I was like, yeah, man, you see a shoeless gringo out here speaking Spanish, you better fucking run. But at this point, I'm just like, dude, I don't belong in this country. I gotta get back. So I go back to my hostel. I book a bus. I book a plane. Walk into the fucking bus station. And there's like a bar. There's some people partying outside over here. And one of those motherfuckers is wearing my shoes. And I know that he's wearing my shoes because it's the only pair of white New Balances in South America. And I'm like, fuck this dude. So I walk up, tap him on the shoulder. He turns around. Buenos dias, bitch. I look down. He looks down. He's like, hey, peso's a peso, hombre. And also, it's actually Buenos noches, bitch, because it's nighttime. Buy your own fucking shoes. So I get my shoes back, cruise into the city, and I had 5 hours before my flight. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna enjoy this, man. I'm walking out of the city, it's nighttime. Just the most beautiful architecture, man, like fucking gargoyles up there and shit. I'm walking around geeking. It's good to be in South America, man. Also, the dude in front of me clears his throat. I look, pulls out a switchblade, pops it out. He's like, good morning, puta. And I'm like, first off, it's actually good evening, puta, because it's nighttime. Second, it doesn't sound nearly as cool as you think. And third, just play it cool, man. I don't want any trouble. You want the necklace? I'll give you the necklace. It's like, no, what'd you pay for that? 200 pesos? That looks like a fucking board game marble, man. I don't want that shit. Take off the fucking shoes. Damn it. Come back to the airport, fly back shoeless. And this, people, is how gringo comedians spend their retirement funds. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mario Van Peebles. Yeah. Thank you for Jaws.